Good evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha and these are the headlines of the hour. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli forms a 22-member cabinet right after taking the oath of office and secrecy. Cabinet includes 2 deputy prime ministers and 9 new-faced ministers. Cabinet takes its first decision to provide relief to victims of floods, landslides and inundation. Home Ministry decides to form a committee to investigate the Chitwan bus accident. Newly appointed Finance Minister Bishnu Paudel commits to implementing the budget and improving the economy, says the government will proceed with objective of addressing the problems of the private sector. And construction works of the Gautam Buddha International Cricket Stadium to resume after a long wait with change in design, 5 pitches to be constructed using new technology. Newly appointed Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli was administered the oath of office and secrecy earlier today. At a special program organized at the President's residence in Shital Niwas, Maharajganj, President Ramchandra Paudel administered Prime Minister Oli's oath of office and secrecy. President Paudel had appointed CPN-UML chairperson and parliamentary party leader Oli as the Prime Minister under sub-article 2 of Article 76 of the Constitution of Nepal. The ceremony was attended by Vice President Ram Sahai Prasad Yadav, former Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, other former Prime Ministers, Speaker of the House of Representatives Devraj Ghimire, National Assembly Chairperson Narayan Prasad Dahal, and Chief Justice Vishwambar Prasad Shrestha, among other high-ranking government officials, heads of security departments, and representatives of diplomatic missions based in Nepal. Newly appointed Prime Minister Oli assumed his office today itself. A 22-member Council of Ministers led by CPN-UML Chairperson and Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli was formed today. The Council of Ministers has 2 deputy prime ministers. Nepali Congress Vice President Prakash Man Singh and CPN-UML Deputy Chairperson Bishnu Paudel are the 2 deputy prime ministers of the new government. Singh is the Minister for Urban Development, while Paudel is the Minister for Finance. Ministers from CPN-UML include Prithvi Subba-Gurung, leading the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology. Devendra Dahal is the Minister for Fiscal Infrastructures and Transport. Vidya Bhattarai is the Minister for Education. Manveer Rai is the Minister for Defense. Rajkumar Gupta is the Minister for Federal Affairs and General Administration. Damodar Bhandari is the Minister for Industries, and Balaram Adhikari is the Minister for Land Management and Cooperatives. From Nepali Congress, other ministers are Ramesh Lekhak, who is leading the Ministry of Home Affairs. Arju Rana Deuba is the Minister for Foreign Affairs. Ajay Chaurasia is the Minister for Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs. Badri Pandey is the Minister for Tourism. Pradeep Paudel is the Minister for Health and Population. Deepak Khadka is the Minister for Energy and Irrigation. Ain Bahadur Shahi is the Minister for Forests and Environment. Ramnath Adhikari is the Minister for Agriculture and Livestock Development, while Tejulal Chaudhary is the Minister for Youth and Sports. Pradeep Yadav of Janata Samajwadi Party is Minister for Drinking Water, while the party's Noel Kishore Shah Sudhi is the Minister for Women, Children and Senior Citizens. Loktantrik Samajwadi Party's Sarat Singh Bhandari is the Minister for Labor. The newly appointed deputy prime ministers and ministers were administered the oath of office and secrecy at the presence of President Paudel today itself. The government has decided to provide relief to victims of floods, landslides, and other natural disasters. The first meeting of the Council of Ministers, chaired by Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli earlier today, decided to provide relief to the families of those missing in the disaster for up to 10 days, equivalent to the relief provided to the families of the deceased. The cabinet also decided to make Nepal free of street children within a year. Likewise, the cabinet meeting decided to release the 2nd and 3rd installments of relief to the earthquake victims in Jajarkot. The meeting of the Council of Ministers also decided to upgrade the Tribhuvan University cricket ground in Kantipur and make it a well-equipped stadium within 300 days. The cabinet also decided to disclose its decisions to the public only after 24 hours, except in cases of urgency. Newly appointed Minister for Home Affairs, Ramesh Lekhak, has said that good governance and curbing corruption are the top priorities of the government. Assuming office in Singhadwar after being administered the oath of office and secrecy earlier today, Home Minister Lekhak said that the main responsibility of the new government was addressing financial problems, ensuring good governance, and assessment of the constitution to ensure political stability. Minister Lekhak has decided to form a committee to study the bus accident at Simaltal, Chitwan. The committee has been assigned a period of 10 days to furnish its report. Minister Lekhak has expressed commitment of honest efforts to ensure the implementation of law to curb crime and address the damages caused by natural disasters. Minister Lekhak has also approved the 3-year work plan related to Nepal police investigations into crimes. Newly appointed Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Vishnu Paudel, assumed his office in Singhadwar earlier today. Minister Paudel has said that the government would proceed with the objective of addressing the problems of the private sector.
उहाँहरुका समस्या समाधान गर्ने कुरा अगाडि बढ्छ। अहिले बस स्पष्ट पार्दिनु न आत्मविश्वास कसरी आत्मविश्वास त उहाँहरुका समस्या सुन्ने र समाधानका निम्ति सरकारले सही प्रकारका नीति र निर्णय लिएर अगाडि बढेपछि आत्मविश्वास बढ्छ। सरकार निजी क्षेत्रको चाहिँ निमित्त सहयोग गर्ने, सहजीकरण गर्ने, उहाँहरुका समस्या समाधान गर्ने उहाँहरुको पनि अभिभावकको भूमिकामा हुन्छ। कानुन सम्मत ढंगले उहाँले उत्पादन गर्नुहोस्, त्यसपछि रोजगारी सृजना गर्नुहोस्, राम्रोसँग कमाउनुहोस्, ट्याक्स तिर्नुहोस् र एउटा सम्मानित नागरिकका हैसियतले आफ्नो जीवन व्यतीत पनि गर्नुहोस्। त्यस प्रयोजनका निम्ति सरकार सहयोग र सहजीकरणको भूमिकामा रहन्छ, अभिभावकको भूमिका रहन्छ। हामी त्यस खालको अनुकूल परिस्थिति निर्माण गर्ने काममा के गर्छौँ। मान्छे अहिलेकै बजेटले यत्रो रूपान्तरण र यत्रो आत्मविश्वास आउँछ, हजुरलाई विश्वास छ? मैले भनिहालेँ नि, हामीलाई चाहिँ हाम्रो सरकारको नीति र कार्यक्रम कार्यान्वयन गर्ने सिलसिला, सरकारको दृष्टिकोण कार्यान्वयन गर्ने सिलसिलामा, सरकारको योजनाहरू कार्यान्वयन गर्ने सिलसिलामा कुनै पनि बजेट बाधक बन्दैन। यदि त्यहाँ कहीँ बाधा सिर्जना भयो भनेदेखि त्यो बाधालाई चाहिँ कसरी पन्छाउनेर अगाडि बढ्ने भन्ने विकल्प हाम्रा कानुनी र संवैधानिक व्यवस्था अन्तर्गत छन्, त्यस हिसाबले हामी जान सक्छौँ।
Newly appointed Minister for Foreign Affairs, Arju Rana Deuba, has said that efforts will be made for the release of Bipin Joshi, who remains held hostage by Hamas. Assuming office at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs after being administered the oath of office and secrecy, Minister Deuba said that the release of Bipin was not an easy task, but she would make efforts for the same. Bipin has been held by Hamas for the past 10 months. Minister Deuba has also said that efforts would be made to the return of Nepali nationals recruited in the Russian security forces. Minister Deuba went on to say that the Nepal-India border dispute would be addressed on the basis of facts and evidences. She said that she would play her part in improving Nepal's diplomatic relationships. Inclusive approach seems to have been ignored by Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli while forming his 22-member Council of Ministers. With 9 first-time ministers in Oli's cabinet, marginalized community has not been represented. Not a single representative from the Dalit community has been included in the Oli-led Council of Ministers. With Arju Rana Deuba of Nepali Congress and Vidya Bhattarai of CPN-UML, there are only 2 women in the 22-member cabinet. 14 ministers are from Brahmin Kshetri community. 3 members of the cabinet are indigenous nationalities, while 5 ministers are from Madheshi communities. Despite ministers from all provinces, 3 ministers are from Parsa district alone. Janata Samajwadi Party's Pradeep Yadav, elected from Parsa Electoral Constituency 1, Ajay Kumar Chaurasia of Nepali Congress, elected from Constituency 2, and Rajkumar Gupta of CPN-UML was elected from Constituency 3. Parsa has 4 electoral constituencies. With 5 ministers from Madhesh province, 4 ministers are from Sudur Paschim. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked people in several provinces what are the works that must be immediately carried out by the new government led by KP Sharma Oli.
युवाहरू चाहिँ दिनदिनै विदेश पलायन भइरहेका छन्। ती युवाहरूलाई रोक्नको निम्ति चाहिँ सरकारले योजना तयार पार्नुपर्छ।
महँगी नियन्त्रण गर्नुपर्छ।
यो सरकारको पहिलो काम
सुशासन कायम गर्नु नै हुनुपर्छ।
उद्योग धन्दा चलाएर विदेशीको युवालाई नेपालमै रोक्नुपर्छ।
गरिब जनताहरू बिरामी भएकालाई निशुल्क उपचार हुनु पर्यो।
सहकारी काण्ड लगायत सम्पूर्ण भ्रष्टाचारका फाइलहरू खोलेर त्यो भ्रष्टाचारको फाइलबाट एउटा चाहिँ टुङ्गोमा पुर्याउने,
किसानहरूलाई समयमा मोल दिनु पर्यो। चाहिँ अबदेखि सबै महिला उद्यमीहरूलाई समेटेर हिँड्नु पर्यो।
हाम्रो अपेक्षा भनेको सुशासन र देशमा विद्यमान यो आर्थिक सङ्कट निवारण होस् भन्ने नै हो।
आम व्यापारी वर्गहरूको जुन गुनासो छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ सुधार गरेर लिएर हिँड्नु पर्यो।
क्लाइमेट चेन्ज सम्बन्धी चाहिँ अलि ध्यान दिनुपर्ने कुराहरू चाहिँ देखिएको छ।
यहाँका उद्योग कल कारखानाहरू सुचारू गर्नका लागि यस्तो नीति ल्याउनु पर्छ।
It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what is the reason for not achieving expected sustainable development goals? 63% voted for A, unstable government, 28% for B, feeble strategy, and 9% for C, effect of economic recession. Here's today's question. What do you think of the decisions taken by the newly appointed ministers? Your options are A, optimistic, B, publicity stunt, and C, performance will show. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. We'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. Bodies of 14 passengers who were on board the two ill-fated buses that had been swept away into the Trishuli River by landslide at Chitwan's Simaltal along the Narangad-Mugling Road section last Friday have been recovered so far. Among the bodies recovered recently, two have been identified. Head of the District Police Office Chitwan, Bhavesh Rimal, informed that the bodies of 23-year-old Sudeep Biswakarma, who was on board the bus of Angel Travels that was headed to Kathmandu from Birganj, and 17-year-old Firoz Rahup Mia, who was on the bus of Ganapati Deluxe that was headed from Kathmandu to Gaur, have been identified. Their bodies had been recovered from Triveni. Search for the missing passengers have intensified after bodies started being recovered from the river banks of Narani River in Golaghat and Susta. The Chitwan administration had initially intensified search in the incident site. However, the search operation has been shifted to Narani River after bodies started appearing there. Yadav said that rafting boats and motorboats have been mobilized while drones are being used to search for those missing. A team of more than 500 security personnel from Armed Police Force, Nepal Army, and Nepal Police have been mobilized. The two buses and its passengers had been swept away by landslide into the Trishuli River in Simaltal of Chitwan along the Prithvi Highway last Friday at around 3:30 a.m. A total of 65 people were on board the two buses. The Nepal Oil Corporation has hiked the prices of petrol, diesel, and kerosene with effect from tomorrow. The corporation hiked the price of petrol by 4 rupees per litre and diesel and kerosene by 3 rupees per litre each. With a hike in petroleum products, consumers in Kathmandu will now have to pay 171 rupees per litre for petrol and 160 rupees per litre for diesel and kerosene. The Nepal Oil Corporation said it hiked the prices of the petroleum products to adjust the prices with the Indian Oil Corporation, which increased its rates. It's time now for the international update. Pakistan is planning to ban former Prime Minister Imran Khan's political party and move the country's top court to press treason charges against him. Information Minister Ataullah Tarar said the move to ban Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI) was based on the proven charge of the party receiving foreign funds from sources that are illegal in Pakistan, as well as rioting by the supporters last year that targeted military installations. He said the plan will be taken up before the cabinet, which was empowered to take a decision.
Sports news.
Construction works of the Gautam Buddha International Cricket Stadium are to resume after a long period of wait. Changing the design of the stadium and by reducing the capacity for spectators, construction works have resumed with the objective of holding international tournaments. Construction works of the Gautam Buddha International Cricket Stadium at Bharatpur Metropolis, Ward number 15 in Chitwan, had halted for around 3 years and now are to resume in a new way. Bharatpur Metropolis and Himalayan Kalinchok BBR JV have reached an agreement to complete construction works of the stadium within 30 months. The construction company and the Metropolis had jointly visited the site and have made preparations to begin construction works from mid-July. Based on the agreement between the Dhurmus Suntali Foundation and Bharatpur Metropolis on 30th of January 2019, the stadium was supposed to be a 30,000 spectator capacity. However, the capacity has now been reduced to 15,000 in the first phase for the new stadium. The foundation had made a grassy ground before this. With the use of new technology, a ground with 5 pitches are to be built now. With the new technology, the ground will not remain wet for a long period of time and matches could be played on time. Playing ground, drainage and 2 3-story towers are to be built in the first stage. One of the 2 buildings will host the VIPs and the players, while the other will have media, umpires and corporate boxes. 15,000 capacity parapets will be built on both sides. BBR JV company had reached an agreement of 755,091,189 rupees for these construction works. As construction works are delayed in our country, there are doubts about timely completion of this project. However, the Metropolis has suggested for completion of the construction works of the stadium at any cost before 6th of January 2027. The local residents are now enthused after agreement for the construction of the stadium. The Dhurmus Suntali Foundation has built a 5,000 spectator capacity parapet at the stadium so far. Argentina beat Colombia to win a record 16th Copa America, but the game was marred by the kickoff being delayed by 80 minutes because of trouble outside the ground in Miami. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.